Salute, Mr. Shelton, man. Hey, thanks for stopping through the chop shop, man. Hey, yo, it's time to get into it, man. We're gonna talk about some of these motherfucking upcoming fights that's coming up. We're gonna talk about some fights that just happened. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna chop it up for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I got a little time before I gotta go pick up my daughters from school, man. By the way, my middle daughter, valedictorian of her school, graduated number one from the 8th grade, going to the 9th grade, and she going to one of the top schools in the city next year. You know what I'm saying? She had to test to get in there, and she got in. I'm very proud of her. It just goes to show the positivity that you can get out of a household that's got a father and a mother in it, but if nothing else, please have that father there. You know what I'm saying? This is no disrespect to the mothers out there because I got much respect for all the mothers in this world. And, you are the nurturers of our society, you know, but it's been proven statistically that a single father household actually produces the best product. But if you got a household that's got both in it, then that's great, man. That's even better. I think that's better psychologically for the kids, you know, because they get the benefit of having both the nurture and also the discipliner and you know the provider and all of that protector and giving them the game. uh but let's get into some of this boxing stuff that's going on right now. We're going to talk about the fight that just passed between Devin and Ryan Garcia. I thought the undercard was, it was lackluster, man. I wish he could have had a better undercard, but the main event did not disappoint, in my opinion. Uh, I felt like Ryan Garcia came out there on fire. Devin came out there. Uh, you know, it seemed to me, because a lot of people are saying that Dev came out to just knock Ryan Garcia out. I really didn't see that. I saw Dev jabbing, and Dev got caught in between his jab with his right hand down. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'll take that back. His right hand wasn't down at that time. He just got caught in between his gloves. Clean left hook in between his gloves. And that's what rocked him. While he was jabbing, he got caught. You know what I'm saying? Uh and that's what caused Devin Haney to get staggered in the first round. And then after that, rounds 2 through 4, let's see, yeah, 2 through 4, maybe even 5, Devin was doing pretty good boxing. It seemed like he had regained his bearings and that he got back, he was able to get back to his boxing, stand on his stick and moving. Also, he was touching Ryan pretty well and pretty consistently. He also hit Ryan with a left, with I believe it was a left hook, and that looked like it dazed Ryan. Devin was doing this thing in them rounds after round 1 up until 5, 6. Then Ryan started catching them again. Uh, I believe it was the combinations of Ryan that made the difference in the fight, as well as Ryan's power and his speed. Ryan would seem to be faster than Devin Haney that night, but I still take my hat off to Devin Haney. And even in the loss, he conducted himself like a true champion. He kept getting up. He didn't quit, which shows the heart of a lion. Back in my day when I used to dibble and dabble in the fight game with the pit bulls. Uh, if I had a dog like that, we call that a dead game dog. Uh, if I had a dog like that and I saw that it couldn't win, but it was still scratch, I'm picking that up. And I'll probably never uh match that dog again. I'll probably just will breed that dog from there on out. Uh it's something that's rare. You know what I'm saying? When you got this animal, both of them is bred to fight, but you have this one that's almost on the brink of death, but still willing to leave your hands and run over there and make contact with that other animal. That's extraordinary. And that's something that you want to preserve and keep that type of bloodline around, because then you can breed other things into that dog. You can breed it, if you want more harder bite, if you want the dog to be more intelligent, you can breed it into those type of dogs and create your own thing. But your foundation will be that heart from that other animal. That's what it was about. So when it came to that fight with Devin Haney, man, I gotta still give Ryan Garcia his props on winning the fight. I won't be the type of guy that'll come around and make a lot of excuses when a fighter that I like loses. I'm just gonna say that the better man won that night. Uh, I know with some things that happened with the weight and all of that, but uh, my thoughts on that is, if Devin Haney signed the contract after or agreed to fight Ryan Garcia after Ryan Garcia came in 3 pounds overweight, then you can no longer bring up that weight that he came in over at, because Devin Haney agreed to fight him still. Besides that, so hopefully that makes sense to you. But uh yeah, when it comes to that, that's it. And I also give respect to Devin Haney and his pops, Bill Haney. Bill has done an outstanding, tremendous job with his son. And I like it that, what he's done with his son. And I think that Bill gets a lot of flack for what he does for his son. Bruce Gas, salute, brother. Good to see you in the building, man. But I think that he gets a lot of flack for what he does for Devin. But people don't realize what he does for Devin keeps people talking about Devin, and the proof to that is I go somewhere else that's supposed to be a pro tank channel, and they talk about Devin for the whole segment. If that ain't proof that Bill is doing his job, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? They say there's no such thing as bad publicity, and I believe that. I just recently started reading The Art of War. 48 Laws of Power is what I just started reading. I'm in the 7th chapter right now, and uh, in there they said there's no such thing as bad publicity. When they was talking about P.T. Barnum, and when they was going around with the circuses and stuff, and that 48 Laws of Power, they told a story where employee of the circus, they pay him to walk through the town and drum up business, and they had him dressed in this fine suit, and someone in the crowd said that the guy was a guy that had just went on trial for murder, and he got off. He got off for the murder, and they said that guy was him, but it wasn't. So everybody tore his clothes off, and they tried to kill him, but he escaped to the circus, and he brought the crowd with him to the circus. So what happened was he talked to PT Barnum about that, and PT Barnum told him, I am the one who started the rumor about you because I wanted you to bring that crowd here. No such thing as bad publicity. You know what I'm saying? He was willing to get that man killed in order to further his business. And business can be sometimes low down, dirty, and crucial, you know. And for real, in my opinion, the most successful businessmen are ruthless. They don't care. They step on people. That's what they do. And that's how they've gotten their money. And you know, that's what it is. But anyway, uh we got this 515 card coming up. The undercard is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We got Daniel Dubois versus Erkovich in a heavyweight fight, which that's gonna be lit because both of them boys can bang. Both of them got power. Um, that you know, when it comes to Daniel Dubois, his gas tank has been questionable. You know, when it comes to the later rounds, it seemed like he gassed out a little bit. But his last fight, he showed that he might have had a solution to that problem. And maybe moving forward, that won't be such a problem for him. And we'll see with this Erkovich fight. I think that's a good fight for him, for both of these guys. And that's a great fight for this card. We also have Raymond Ford versus Nick Ball. It's a featherweight fight. Uh, Raymond Ford, I believe he is champion, but don't quote me on that. I will have to look that up. But that should be a nice little fun fight at featherweight. Nick Ball definitely be coming to win the fight, I'm for sure. And then we got Hansa Sharats versus Austin Ammo Williams. That should be a nice little fight, little barn burner. I ain't seen Ammo Williams back in a minute, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he looks in the ring. I think he fights a middleweight, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking forward to seeing him back in the ring. He got a nice little fan friendly style, so let's see what he does with this guy. We got Craig Richards versus Willie Hutchison, which I'm not too familiar with either one of those guys. But then we got Big Zang versus Wilder. King Wilder, yes, sir. Say yes, he is the IBF feather. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Bruce, guys. Then we got Big Zane versus Wilder, man. Can't wait to see that. Yeah, Turkey Al Sheik is bringing boxing back in a big way. Yes, he is, Bruce, guys. I agree, man. I agree. And as long as he keep this up, bro, they can get my money. They can get my money, man. You know, I don't know about y'all. Hey, sometimes people can't, you know, really afford to pay the pay-per-views. But if you can't afford it, man, support it. You feel me? That's all I got to say about that, though. You know, but Big Bang, Zane versus Wilder, oh man. Ooh, I'm telling you, man. That's why I love Wilder though, bro. Cause he don't care. He gonna fight whoever. No fear in his heart. That's what I like to see in a boxer, man. I mean, you learn how to throw them hands all the way up until you get to a professional level. You should not be scared of nobody, bro. Now I guess we can look at certain fighters and say, hey, that's a special fighter, like Boots Ennis, like Bud Crawford, like Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like Devin. To me, Devin is still a special fighter. Uh, I mean, and Spence before the accident. Spence. You know what I'm saying? When he was with Blu-ray, that Spence right there, I didn't really see nobody beating him, you know. But it happens. That's life. You know, sometimes we take losses. It's not supposed to be the end of the world. But when we blow it up and make it seem like it's the end of the world, then like 7-8 was saying earlier, that's why these fighters don't want to fight each other. Because once they take a loss, everybody abandoning ship or they just talking shit, you know. And I don't like that, man. That's not really gonna make none of them young hungry lions really eager to get in there and risk they owe when they see what other fighters go through. And that's why it was surprising to me, besides Tank, like to see Shakur, how mature he handled Devin's loss. He didn't talk smack about him. He just he stated what he thought he saw in the fight. And it wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't no shade thrown there. And I really like that, man. Salute Kano Loco Sports. Salute, family. Hey, thanks for stopping through, man. Uh yeah, but in my opinion, that's just what it is, man. But Wilder and Zane, I predict a knockout. I think that's going to be a excellent fight, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. And just with those that I named, I feel like it's worth the money. But then we top the night off with Better BF versus Bivol. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've been wanting to see that fight for a minute now. And I really didn't think that it was gonna happen. With the way that it seemed like Bivol didn't really want the fight, because Better BF been calling for the fight. I really never saw Bivol call for the fight. I only saw him talk about how the fight can't happen. I don't want to hear how the fight can't happen. How can it happen? So I think Bivol was the one really pressing more for this fight. And then we got Turkey Al-Sheikh to sweep in and save the day. Here I come to save the day. You know what I'm saying? And he came in and he made the fight happen. He got the money together. And I really like that about Turkey Al-Sheikh. He don't have to go and ask nobody about nothing. They got the money. All that oil money over there that they got, bruh, man, probably $30 million ain't nothing but a drop in the bucket to them. So Better be versus Bivol coming up to you, man, and I can't wait. And Kano Loco Sports says that's because Bivol got smoked in the amateurs really bad by Better be laugh not loud. It's still haunting him. Yeah, hey, I could believe that, because I was just about to say I got Better BF in this fight. I got Better BF in this fight. I believe Better BF is going to stop him. I believe he's going to stop him. And I've been telling people about Better BF. I'm talking about years ago. And people was, some of my comrades was like, man, I don't see nothing in him. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at him. I was telling them about David Benavidez years ago. And they was like, nah, he ain't it. Well, look at him. He doing his thing now. He had a few minor hiccups, and setbacks, and it seemed to me like he learned from his mistakes. And us as human beings, that's all we can do, is learn from our mistakes and not continue to keep making them. And and so far he hasn't. He missed weight during the height of COVID when they was in the bubble. That was rough right there. It was a thing of circumstances, but you can't make no excuses though. On the other hand, he did whatever happened, but now he's back. He's doing this thing, and we gonna talk about that card next. Hey man, what y'all think about Ryan calling out Boots though? When I heard that, I was like, man, what are you talking about, bro? Man, Boots will beat the enchiladas out your ass, boy. What are you talking about, man? Don't, man, you talking about a guy that's much bigger, uh, just as fast as you, more technically sound, got pop in both hands as well. And he's, like I said, he's bigger. So if y'all both got pop and he's naturally bigger than you, then what you think? Kano Loco Sports say, nah, let him fight Boots Laugh. Now, I want to see. Hey, man. Hey, that's bad, man. That's bad. You gotta stop that, man. You trying to see Ryan get hurt, man. You trying to see Ryan get hurt. Hey, I want to see it too, Kano Loco. Me too, man. We should advocate for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see that, though. Because I know Boo's going to put it on him. He going to put it on him. He already said they can do it. You know, hey, though, did y'all see Henry? Did y'all see old Henry, how he changed his attitude real quick? He was talking shit to Eddie Hearn. He said, Eddie Hearn doing an interview with somebody. He said, Eddie Hearn, you a piece of shit. You a piece of shit. Eddie Hearn said, man, fuck you. He said, yeah. We did away with Luke Campbell. Now Devin Haney. Now who you got for us? Eddie Hearn said, Bruce Ennis. He said, he came back, he shook his hand, he said, man, I'm sorry. In front of the camera, bro. Man, Bruce Ennis' name made him straight up. Straight up, bro. I said, what? What? Like it was a skit or something, but it was real. Boost Ennis made him do that, man. I said, oh my God, boy, that boy Boost a bad boy, ain't he? Woo-wee. You know what I'm saying? We also got Tank versus Frank coming up June 15th. I really like that fight. Really like that fight. I believe that it's not really a 50-50 fight. I will have to lean more towards Tank, more like 60-40 towards Tank. Now, do I want Frank Martin to win the fight? I would like to see Frank win the fight. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's not out of no hatred or nothing towards Tank, because I'm a fan of Tank's also. And if Tank win, oh, so be it. I'm gonna be happy for that brother. You know what I'm saying? Because if he win, he deserved to win. That's how I'm cut. I just want to see the best fight the best. That's all. And that's all I ever asked for. You know, when I go in these different chats, it might be, you know, a pro Tank chat. It might be a pro Shakur chat. You know, I don't go in there with no disrespect towards nobody, because to me, this sport that I love, it's not about disrespecting each other. It's about all of us coming together, appreciating the sport that we love, rooting for the people that we want to see win. And when they lose, then, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Pick yourself up and let's see how you bounce back from that adversity. Because that's the mark of a true champion to me. If you ask me, how do they bounce back from a loss? You know what I'm saying? Floyd, he was a, you know, a rare man, just like Andre Ward was. You know, it's rare to retire undefeated, and some people would say that some of that was orchestrated. You know, he avoided certain people. They would say that he avoided certain people, and that's how he managed to maintain his oath. But I will also argue and say he also fought a lot of people. He fought a lot of champions, man. Uh, a lot of dangerous fights, and he just came out on top because he was the best. He was the best, and he was the one that was more motivated. He was the one that was always training, always going the extra mile. You know what I'm saying? While other people were sleeping, he was out jogging. You know, and that's why Floyd was able to do what he did. Also, with the gifts that he had, too, the mind that he had, because to go back to the Devin and Ryan fight, uh, Devin, it seemed like Devin abandoned that jab, early. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and I'm gonna be honest, man, because over here at the chop shop, I promise I'll never lie to y'all. I'll tell y'all the truth every time. Before he fought Ryan, I was starting to look at that like, man, maybe he could be the next Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Uh, because it just seemed like his career was going that way. Towards the end of Floyd's career, he was the most hated. People paid to see him lose, just like Devin. You know what I'm saying? So that that fight with Ryan Garcia, when he abandoned the jab, that's something Floyd would have never did. Uh, that stab to the stomach is crucial. I was wishing that he would just keep stabbing him to the stomach with the jab, but he abandoned it. You know what I'm saying? As well as a few other mistakes I saw, the dropping of the hands and stuff. Uh, I just think Dev got to go back and sharpen up on some things, and he'll be back, and he'll be back better than ever. You know, uh, and to keep it absolutely 100, I would love to see him and Bill bring in somebody else, uh, and Bill be second, and them bring in somebody else that can add some more onto Devin's game. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be in a power area or something else, I don't know. um, Bill has done such an excellent job with him, man. And I hope if they ever see this, that they don't take it as I'm trying to take anything away from Bill, because I respect the hell out of Bill. And I just want to see him do good, man. I just want to see him flourish. That's all. But as far as Tank versus Frank, we was talking about that. And I think that this is a 60-40 fight. I think that Tank will win this fight. Um, uh, I don't know if it's going to be by knockout. As the fight get closer, I'll give you a better prediction on that. But I don't think it's going to be by knockout, though. Frank does have defense. He does have good footwork. I saw a video where Coach was talking about Coach Kenny. He was talking about how Frank falls forward when he punches, but I don't see that when he punches. I just watched him in a few fights, and I don't see no lunging forward when he punches. I don't know what he's talking about. But I mean, some people might say, well, what do I know? Kenny, uh, he's a trainer of a world-class athlete. Okay, but we both got eyes, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I see, I don't see that. No lunging forward when he punch, man. He straight up, he's sliding in, real slick, real tight, and getting the job done, bro. And he got popped too. I wouldn't say that he necessarily hit as hard as Tank, but he is dropping people. You know what I'm saying? At a high level at that. And then we got Bud versus what's his name? Madrimal. Yeah, we got Bud versus Madrimal coming up uh August 3rd. Another great card that I'm looking forward to. And here we go with Turkey a la Sheik swooping in. Here I come to save the day. Yes, sir. Come on, Turkey a la Sheik, man. I appreciate you, bro. Keep doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? I recently looked at this guy, Madrimal, and he has a his styles. I'm gonna say it's a little wild. It's a little wild to me. I saw the way he darts in, darts out, and he likes to use angles. And he does have some decent pop, but I wouldn't say it's devastating pop, because I saw him hit guys multiple times and not drop them, or if he did drop him, he didn't knock him out. It still, the fight still went the distance. After all of that punishment I seen him putting on people, he couldn't put them all, out. So I see Bud winning that fight. I see it being a stoppage, like ninth, 10th round stoppage, somewhere around there. Uh, I think for a minute, Majamal's movement might give Bud just a little bit of pause, but not that much. I think that Bud will apply the pressure, like rounds 4, 5, 6, and by 9, 10, he ready to go. He ready to go. Because that body work that Bud applies that people don't really talk much about is something devastating. And that'll stop a lot of that moving that this Majimov guy like to do. Once Bud get to working on that body, man, it's a thing of beauty. I thought Earl was a body snatcher, man. When they fought, Bud was the body snatcher because Earl was hitting Bud's body. It didn't seem like it had no effect. When Bud was touching Earl's body, you could tell that it was having an effect on him. It was hurting. Now I heard that he did have a rib injury, and maybe that was part of it, but still, you could tell the more effective blows was landed by Bud. In that undercard, we have Isaac Cruz versus Jose Valenzuela. I'm looking forward to that fight. That's a good fight. That's a great fight. We got two bangers coming in. One being the extreme pressure fighter, which is Pitbull Cruz, and we got a boxer puncher and Rayo Valenzuela. So I'm looking forward to seeing that fight because I really like Rayo, even though he got the 2 losses on his record. I I I believe that he won both of those fights. That he's in the books for losing, but who am I? The judges make the decisions. You know what I'm saying? And we can't cry over the spilled milk. You feel me? So, yeah, I think if I gotta pick one of those, I'm gonna say, man, let me get back to y'all on that when as we get closer to the fight, man. Uh, you check a few more things out and do a little bit more studying, and then I have something a little more educated for y'all. As we get closer to the fight, we got to again August 3rd before that fight pops out. So we got a little bit of time. Then we got Ruiz versus Jarrell Miller going on that same card. That's a nice little heavyweight fight. I gotta go. We got two undisciplined niggas. We got Ruiz and we got Jarrell Miller. I'm gonna go with Jarrell Miller. I'm gonna go with Jarrell Miller on that fight. But that's really a toss-up. And then we also got Tim Tszyu versus Ortiz. I think so far this is shaping up to be one of the best cards that I've seen in a minute, top to bottom, in a minute. Probably since that Spence headline, and then David Benavidez was on the undercard. I think that card was stacked too, but this one seemed to be a little bit more stacked than even that was. Tim Tszyu versus Ortiz. Oh my God, that's gonna be a war. You got Ortiz who has 100% knockout ratio. Let's not forget who this kid is. 100% knockout ratio against Tim Tszyu, who I think if he did not get the cut on his head, he would have won the last fight against Fondor. He broke his nose in the first round. He broke Fondor's nose in the first round. And he was getting in him. He was getting to him. And then he got the cut on his head, in which his corner couldn't stop the dang bleeding. And so he couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think Tim Tszyu versus Ortiz, that's going to be a barn burner, man. I really, that's going to be that could have been the headliner. I would have paid for that alone. I would have paid for that alone, bro. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I'm going to just watch that one as a fan. Before the fight, I'm going to come back and do like a trifecta or something. And we're going to try to figure some things out, man. See if we can't make a little money together. You feel me? Because that's what it's about. Making some money together. What my guy Bruce Gas say? He say Ortiz fighting tomorrow night, and also signed to the 5 vs. 5. Is he? No, he can't. No, Ortiz ain't on the 5 vs. 5. Ortiz is on the Bud versus Madrimov card. Bruce Gas. He fighting Tim Tszyu August 3rd. But yeah, he do fight tomorrow though. Also, I forgot who it is he fighting. And I forgot who it is he fighting tomorrow. But yeah, I know. Then Morrell's on this card as well. Thomas Delorme. Yeah, that's right. Thomas Delorme. Appreciate you, family. Also Morrell fighting on that card as well. That's another great fight. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know the guy who he's fighting, but still, every time I watch him fight, it's a treat. So, you know, I really don't care much who he fighting, unless they come in there and upset him. Then, you know, then we got some. Excuse me. We got something else to talk about, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. And also, we got Andy Cruz versus Moran on that fight. Now, Moran is a guy that Dev done knocked out before. So, this Andy Cruz guy, you should go in here and walk through this Moran guy, man. If you about anything, you know what I'm saying? Not saying because Dev did it, you should be able to do it. But what I'm saying is he already been done like that. So you should be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you do it in a different way than Dev did it or what, don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to get in there and handle your business with this guy. If you want to be a star, then that's what you got to do. You know, when the competition is of that level, then you got to go ahead and get them on up out of there, and don't be playing no games. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna really stay on here for too long. You know what I'm saying? I just came on here to chop it up with y'all a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything is going all right with everybody out there, you know. And, you know, it's a lot of people right now that's glad, you know, that Devin lost. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. That's your prerogative. I don't got nothing to say about that. All I would say, though, is this. Why? Why are you so glad? You know what I'm saying? I bet you it's people that can't wait to see what Devin's pay-per-view numbers was like, but don't care about what nobody else pay-per-view numbers do. Nobody, even their favorite fighter, don't care. And you know, I wonder why that is. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. I'm gonna get ready to go get my daughters from school. And look, till next time, man, y'all be easy, be safe, and peace.